Hello and welcome back to the Daily Update from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'm Captain Doug Hunter, coming to you today on November the 18th, 2022. I'm going to come at you today with something a little bit different. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, this may or may not pertain to you. But earlier this week, we had a missing elderly person that was missing for essentially 24 hours on a cold night. And it caused me to revisit something that I had looked into previously, and that is various forms of tracking equipment to help locate individuals who perhaps suffer from dementia, autism, or similar situations where these people wander off and are oftentimes difficult to find, of course, causing a lot of stress to their loved ones as well as first responders who oftentimes are called upon to search for them. What I've been looking at is a project called Project Lifesaver, and essentially it is a device that the person wears on their wrist, similar to a wristwatch, that emits a tone that is obviously not being able to be heard by individuals, but it's a radio signal. And the first responders, in this case us from the Sheriff's Office, would respond with a device that will locate that tone and ultimately the person wearing it. So looking into that to see if people are really interested, if there's a need. I do not want to spend taxpayers' money on this device because it costs about $5,000. And the investment on the other end of it, the user, is a one-time charge of $300, and then there's a battery that needs to be replaced every couple months, so it's just a couple dollars for that. But if you would be interested in something like this, if you have the need for this, please message me here on the Facebook page, or you can make the comments down below. Now, I know there are other devices that use cell phone technology to do something similar, and if you use those for these types of reasons, I'd like to hear your feedback on those as well. I know there's a product called Angel Sense that does that. Essentially, the person wears a transmitter similar to what I have already described, and it interacts with the cell phone of the loved one, so there's not a interaction with law enforcement or any other first responders unless the family member shares that. So again, if you have a loved one that is prone to wander, I would like to see if you're interested in this, or if it's something you're not interested. Obviously, these situations do not occur frequently, but when they do, they can be very, very alarming to everyone involved. So let us know what you think, and we'll proceed from there. So until next time, I'll remind you, as I always do, to think a little more of others and a little less of yourself, and things will be a whole lot better right here in Wayne County, Ohio.